up, Weddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for the Ancient Magus Bride Season 1, Episode 4, titled Everything Must Have a Beginning, and it is the same title as the manga chapter we are adapting this week, which is Chapter 4. So, you Nerdigans are probably wondering why I have my newest plushie, Miyako-sensei. I know, my plushie is so fucking cute. Miyako-sensei from Natsume Ijin Shao with me for this live reaction, even though Miyako-sensei is not in this manga or this anime. Well, I figured because the chapter we are adapting this week is about cats, I figured, you know what? Miyako-sensei is a cat, so why not have my most adorable / newest plushie do this anime Nerdigan live reaction with me. It's so cute! Look at, you can't deny the cuteness of this. Plus, look, he has a little bell. So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna do this live reaction with my cute Miyako-sensei. So, there you go. Anyway, let's get to this live reaction. So, where we're starting off, obviously we're starting off at the beginning of the chapter, which I'm very happy. Miyako-sensei, you're going to go right here for right now. So it's at the beginning of the chapter, and Chisei, I like how we're transitioning into the dream, because in the chapter, what it does is just go straight into the dream. So we're transitioning into the dream of where Chisei is hearing the meowing of the kitty, and so I really am liking it. The animation is so pretty, especially in this dream sequence, and of course because the animation of this anime is just freaking fantastic anyway. And then what it does is it goes into the actual imagery of the woman saying hey you, I heard a cat has 9 lives, right? If you have that many, isn't it all right if you give me just one? And I really love how it transitions into that. The anime transitions into that. I was worried how it was going to do that. Like, I thought flat out that it was just gonna like start off black. The episode was gonna start off black with the meowing, kind of like how the manga did, and then just go into the imagery. I really like how the anime did this. I thought that was really, really smart. Oh my god! Oh my god, we saw the fucking killer. Oh my god, that is something we didn't even see. Hold on, I gotta double check and see, make sure we didn't see this in the manga. Cause if that's the case, like, I don't think, no, we didn't see this in the manga anime. I like what you did here. That was really creepy and really eerie, and I really, really like the foreshadowing you did here. This was nice. It gave me goosebumps. Woo. So this is good stuff. I'm really, really liking what you've done so far this week, anime, and I'm glad I did not drop you. Its moving was skipped, but whatever. I will take it. This part was skipped, which was you fell fast asleep after we left the dragon's nest. You were probably tired. Was there? Let's see. That part was there. Sorry. I like that we have the honeymoon destination. Like, we were heading towards our next destination was there, but it was not a honeymoon destination. Anime, what are you doing? Why are you making it sound so awkward and weird? Like, it's weird. It is weird. Stop it. Stop making it weird. Oh my god, the lizard Man at the 3-minute 25-second mark. Like, if you pause it there and look at the top panel of page 6, looks so perfect. Just about perfect, I should say. Sorry. Anime, you did one thing wrong. I'm sorry, I gotta be a little picky on this. You might have done a couple things wrong here. One, the lenses of the glasses are too small. You made them a little too small. They're a lot bigger in the manga. The other thing is that maybe I'm being a little too picky. Maybe I'll give you a pass on the tie. The tie looks a little too small as well, but the main thing I got a problem with are the glasses. The glasses are way too small. Oh, you know, there is another problem as well, and that is in the hat. And I gotta give you, I'm sorry, I gotta give you I can't give you a pass on that either. And that is the stripe on the hat in the anime is black, when the stripe in the manga is like full on gold. And also, you know what? I won't give the anime a lot of shit for not doing the full body shot. Or like the half body shot, because right now what we got here is like maybe we'll get it after the 3-minute 25-second mark, because right now we have like from the chest up, but from the chest up there are problems like at the top part, like where the buttonholes are. There's supposed to be gold as well. Or what I'm assuming is supposed to be gold. So, animation, people, whoever animated this, you kind of fucked up. You didn't put gold where it was supposed to be. So, yeah, and the glasses are too small. Yeah, you made the glasses just a little too small. You didn't do the gold in the hat, and also, the stripe is too small too. It's not wide enough. That's my biggest gripe. And also the buttons, or the clasps they don't look gold either. Yeah, they're not gold. But the reason why I'm giving a lot of shit right now, and the brim looks really small too. Yeah, the brim is way too small, anime. You made the brim of the hat way too small. The reason why I'm giving a lot of shit is, a lot of criticism on this, is because the anime has done such a good job, doing a really good job, adapting this manga. So, like, small things like this, I gotta give shit for. I gotta criticize it. And I gave Black Clover shit on this too. So, and also, this is supposed to be a manga to anime adaptation. I expect it to be a manga to anime adaptation down to the smallest detail. And the other thing is you did the gold brim. You did that gold on the brim of the hat. If you did the gold on the brim of the hat, why did you do the gold everywhere else it was supposed to be? That's the thing I have a problem with. You did the gold on the glasses. You did the gold on the brim of the hat. Why couldn't you do the gold? At least do the gold on the hat where it was supposed to be, and also the gold on the buttons. Like that just irks me. Like, come on, anime. That's just lazy. I'm sorry. The runtime on this video is going to probably be longer than it is now because of this little detail. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, but God, that pisses me off so much. Okay, here's the thing that I gotta mention this. I'm not gonna read it, but the writing for the cat's dialogue is completely, like, the beginning is completely different. And also, I've only heard the meow was skipped. But I'm not gonna bitch too much about it. But yeah. But the cat has arrived. And yes, they have 9 lives. For real. So that means, Sayako, you have 9 lives too. So if Natsumi ever gets sick of you, which I don't think he will. I'm surprised he hasn't, actually. If he gets sick of you and decides to kill you, you got more lives. You know what? I've always wondered, Nyako, how many lives, like, what life is Nyako on? I'm so curious about that. What life are you on, Nyako-sensei? I am so curious. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, the animation here for when the cat explains, every time they lose their life, they become wiser. That's like at the 420 mark. Especially. So fucking cool. I love it. Love it, love it. This was skipped, which is, Altar, the town where cats gather around. Why? Why would you skip that? Why? I don't understand that! You did skip the rest of it, but you skipped, like, the... Ugh. Oh my god! Okay, first of all, the cat's name is fucking Barney. And I always, when I read this, I was like thinking, what? I was thinking, who names their cat Barney? The other thing is that I like about this part, the music is so fucking perfect for this scene. Oh my god, I love the music for Barney's scene. It is just so perfect. Cat rumors. Maybe that's how Miyako-sensei knows about all the shit with all the sake so fast in this, with all the yokai because of cat rumors. I'm sorry, that was just the first thing that popped into my head. But oh my god, I fucking love the music with the slime whistles and shit. It is just so fucking perfect for this scene. And it said she in the anime, but in the manga it says he. Just wanted to point that out. Something I'm gonna wait. If this part ends up being skipped at the end of the episode, oh boy, I will tell you. But if it is not skipped, like, I hope it doesn't get skipped, because it is important ass lore. Because I've been getting frustrated at this. I got frustrated at episode 2 for skipping lore. Boy, episode 4, please, don't tell me that even episodes are just going to keep skipping lore. Like, come on. This is something I didn't even understand in the manga, is how, I don't understand in sometimes in general, is how a female is a king. Shouldn't be a queen? Shouldn't a female be a queen? It drives me nuts. I don't understand that shit. Like, ugh. But I will say this. Molly looks goddamn beautiful. Oh my god. Down to her voice actress. She is gorgeous. Her eyes, like the blue and the green eye. Oh my god, she looks beautiful. Anime, you did a nice job for Molly. One problem with the scene at, and this is like at the 7-minute mark, or 7 minute, like 18 second mark. Okay, so first of all, well, Barney's explaining why he doesn't like the sorcerers and shit. First of all, he's supposed to be in Chise's arms. He's not supposed to be clawing at her, jacket. The other thing is they missed some beautiful imagery that's in the manga. When they said they are egotistic like a cat and selfish like a pig. Like, there's some really nice imagery at page 14 of the manga that I really, really wish the anime would have done. Why didn't you do it, anime? Like, like it showed the literal like pigs and the snakes and why didn't you show it? Why? It would have looked so cool with this animation. Okay, couple things. One, Molly's master has the wrong hair color. Because in the manga, yes, it is black and white. I know this. But her hair is white. So what does that mean? Her hair is supposed to be blonde. In the manga, or in the anime, it's brown. So that's one thing. The other thing is, I really, 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 really love I fucking love Elias in shadow form. It's so fucking cool. I love seeing it in anime form. That is one thing, like when I read this manga, that is one thing I was really looking forward to always seeing in animation and anime form, or animated, is Elias going into shadow mode, because it just, like, when I was reading it, I was just like thinking, oh my god, that's just gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so fucking awesome, was seeing Elias in anime form. So I'm really, really, really happy that I get to see it every time. Right, Nyako? It's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. Okay, I want to talk about the story about the first when that Molly's talking about the first Cat King, and when the first slaughter happened. Okay, first of all, I really like this music, how it's in this minor key, and it gets really distorted. It's just so cool. It's so creepy, and it fits this so perfectly. And something else, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, because in the manga, it doesn't show the shadow. It literally shows the guy killing. So, like, I kind of feel like it's being censored, and that kind of annoys me a little bit, that the anime is censoring this. So, anime, I kind of have to take points off that for you censoring. But something that I really like what you're doing, other than that. But something that I loved seeing, though, was when Molly was talking, when Molly says the one who ended that was the first Cat King, and you see, like, this mob, or, yeah, I would say mob or swarm of cats, just, like, going, just stampeding, just stampeding and mobbing this guy. That was fucking cool. And, I love it at the 9-minute 59-second mark, when you see, like, yes, they showed it in, the manga. Like, I love it in the anime when you're seeing it. You see it, like, in the manga, you see it, like, a close-up of the cat's ripping him apart. But in the anime, I love it when you're seeing, like, the whole body shot of the cats ripping him apart. That was fucking cool. So anime, I give you a point for that, but I take a point off for the censoring of the cat butchery. That's the only thing I have a problem with. But other than that, the music of this is really cool, with the minor key going into the distortion is just fucking cool and creepy. But I don't like the censoring is just bothersome. Ooh, and I love that they threw him into the water. That was not in the manga. So I love that too. That was fucking cool. And then how it ended in that minor key scale, that was fucking cool too. So anime, that was really nice. And then it just transitions back to Molly's face. Good stuff, anime. Good stuff. Dear, Dark Like a Haze was skipped. It's something disgusting. But I gotta say this. It looks so fucking cool. And if the part that was skipped, that I mentioned earlier, is skipped like I think it is, I'm going to be really annoyed, because this part that was skipped, that I'm going to probably read at the end, that I'm going to read at the end of the, near the end of this live reaction, is really important, because it's going to play a role later on in the anime, or in this, the manga / the anime. So, yeah, but I gotta say, this shit is really, really cool. Okay, so this part, the guy from before and above the water was skipped, but god, the effect was cool. Okay, so now we're going into chapter 5. Alright, so now I gotta mention the part that was skipped. because it's gonna bother the fuck out of me. Hold on a second, let me get to it. First of all, it was, hold on a second, let me get to this part. It's gonna bug the fuck out. Okay. Oh, sorry, I want to have my Nyako sensei here. All right, so this was skipped on page 12, which was that's a magician and an apprentice. Yes, he's an existence of a fairy tale, the evil magician. That was skipped. So here's what I thought of the adaptation of chapter 4. Minus little details and that part and that particular lore being skipped, it was really, really well done. I'm very happy with it. It's just that lore being skipped really pissed me off. But other than that, it was good. Anyway, so we're in at the 12 minute 11 second mark. We are in chapter 5 of the manga. I'm really sorry that the runtime for this video is a lot longer than my videos usually are, but just the thing earlier with the detail from chapter 4 just really pissed me off. And also I really just some of the censorship kind of ticked me off a little bit. And that music and a lot of the stuff in here that in chapter 4 was just really, really cool. But also this part was skipped. It's supposed to be from chapter 5 was skipped. It's supposed to be daytime, but it's dark as night was completely skipped. So now we're going into the flashback, or basically the backstory of the island. Okay, so this was completely skipped, which was from Matthew. I got some medicine from the witch living outside the village. You should drink this and rest. Thank you, Matthew, but my condition has improved. Was completely skipped. I think it won't like you if you're constantly angry was skipped as well. Here we go. Have a safe trip was completely skipped. So this part was completely condensed, which was this black thing. Is that person? Was that person killing the cats? Certainly I thought that I would kill the cats. Didn't the king of cats tell you that that it's a man? However, I am also guilty. That's why I'm here. But I gotta tell you, this animation is just so beautiful. But I have to tell you, this dialogue that being condensed and being skipped like this really annoys me because it takes away from the lore itself. And and it's just really sad because it's like, dude, it connects with, and this is why I like the manga a lot, because it connects with Chisei's dream in the very beginning. Because remember what Mina said in the beginning about her sin, and what she even just said about her sin being that she wanted the 9 lives, and hell, even what she just said about wishing she had 9 lives like a cat. It connects everything together, and the fact that you don't have this portion of the dialogue here really is just annoying, and I don't like it. It's not just Matthew holding on to her. It's the fact that she wished for it. She was wishing for it too. And that just really annoys me that portion of the dialogue isn't here. But the only thing I could say about this portion that's really good is the music and the animation and the voice acting. That's the only thing I could say that's really good right now. Okay, so I don't know if it's going to come up when it actually happens, but this is what was skipped what was supposed to be here when you hear the whisper. Like, I wouldn't have mind if you would, if she at the that flash at the 16-minute, like 5-second 26-second mark where you see Mina whisper to Chisei again. Like, she said kill me. She whispered kill me. If we would have gotten the whisper kill me in that animation, that would have been nice. But what it was why did that this was skipped, and this was on page 13 of chapter 5. Why did that person say such a thing with such a quiet voice? Why did those two become like that? Was completely skipped. But but I think we're gonna finish this portion of the manga this week. But if we don't, and like we finish it off next week, and we get this portion next week, then I would be fine with it. But I don't think that's gonna be the case. This part was skipped, which is it, hold on a second. I just want to make sure of something real quick. Okay, so as I originally thought, next week we're probably going to finish it. That's what I'm thinking. But just as last time, or just like with Angie, I should say, this was completely skipped. I'm going to mention it now. So this was completely skipped. Is it fine without it? Or rather, what is it for? There's no problem. It just makes the door easier to open. Door? We magicians can access the rule by our power or will, but spells and staffs are like the key and oil, a password that makes it easier. The method of access can differ depending on the individual or the systems they learn, like how keyholes are different. You know how the computer has the administrative privilege? We, the magicians, hold those privileges and deal with hackers. Who would expect a magician to use PC terminology as an example? I'll explain the full story next time. That's right. It's got nothing to do with right now. And then we get Ariel. So here's the thing that because I gotta feel, and I have to wonder, Ancient Magus Bride, are you just gonna be doing this like every even episode where we're skipping like important lore like this? Because you did this episode 2 and you're doing this episode 4, so I just have to wonder about this, and because it's really starting to get annoying. So maybe the manga, it's wrong, but it says in the manga, in the anime it says win, but in the manga it says okay, you know what? The manga is right. The anime just did it completely wrong. Because what in the manga it does is the Ariel compares the water to the wind. What it says here in the manga is, you see, water is something that flows, but it can also be helpful to detain stuff. Hold on a second. Lots of different things stay sunken in the depths of cold water, but the winds will blow everything away. That's what it was supposed to, and then go into the wind dialogue. So I'm kind of annoyed that we didn't get the stuff about the water and then go into the comparison to the wind, but whatever. Please treat me well was skipped, and leave it to me was skipped as well. Okay, so the line about that I thought was skipped, that I mentioned that was skipped about kill me and stuff like that, and how did they end up the way they did? That they put it near, okay, so anime, then I have to ask you, why did you put the scene of Mina whispering to her again, like earlier in the episode? Like, you should have just had it here instead. Because I actually like the placement of it here. Like, I think that it works really well here, to be honest. I'm fine with it. And I like the imagery, I like the image, what you put of how did they end up the way they did. I love that you did that here. Redford! Redford's here! Oh my god! forgot Renfrey comes at the end of this chapter. Okay, so here's the thing. Yes, there is stuff skipped at the end of this, from the end of this chapter. So here's the thing, and I will give it a pass only if it is if it's at the beginning of the episode, but just in case it's not, I'm gonna read it just in case it is not. Where are you? Fuck. My page is not cooperating with me at the moment. Piece of crap. Sometimes I really hate this website. Close that. See if that helps. Where is it? Sorry this video is so long, but God. This part was skipped. So that phrase itself felt like his clear answer. Unexpectedly, the type to say things with his eyes. So if that is there next week, like I have a feeling it will be, I'm fine with that. But I just wanted to read that just in case. So let me talk about chapter 5's adaptation overall. There was a lot of problems with it. A lot more problems I have with chapter 5's adaptation than chapter 4's. The part with chapter 5 I had a major problem with is there was a lot of lore skipped. And I just don't understand why they would skip so much lore in all the even episodes. Yes, I will say this. They made up for it in the case of episode 2's lore problems. They made up for it last week. In all honesty, I don't think they're gonna do and that was the dragon lore. They made up for it last week. I don't think they're gonna do the same thing with the lore that was skipped this week. I don't think they're going to do that because it's not. It's a little bit different. But we'll see. But I think where they're going to start the episode off next week, which I hope they do, is going to be like about page 20 or maybe page or page 19, like maybe page 18 of chapter 5. If they do the recap like starting about page 18 of, or fuck, if they just start the episode at page 18 of chapter 5 and go into the episode, that will be fine with me. But if they don't do that and they just flat out start at like the end of chapter 5, like I don't know how I'll feel about it. But overall, this episode was meh. This was like, there was some really good stuff in this episode. I'm not gonna lie, there was some good stuff in this episode, but like there was some stuff that was just like from a manga, because I know the anime onlys are gonna be like, this episode was amazing. Yeah, this episode had some really good stuff, I'm not gonna lie. But from a manga to anime adaptation point of view, there was a lot of problems, like especially like lore-wise. There was just some parts that it was like, what the fuck, anime? But I did like with something that I really did like that they did at the end was with the placement wise was with the kill me play when Chise was talking about, you know, why did Mina say kill me? Like, what happened to them to cause that? That I thought was really good placement. So, and I liked what the anime did in regards to that. So anime, you did like stuff like that, and like the soundtrack this week was really, really good. But like in chapter 4 as adaptation, you missed some good opportunities with imagery. And like hell, even near the end of this episode when Elias was talking about like the wind and stuff like that, in the manga there was like a brief one of the panels had like the image of like the leaves blowing. I wish you would have had that too. That would have been so nice to see. Like, or if hell, what would have been cool is like as Elias was talking about that, like have like a Pocahontas kind of thing. Like in Pocahontas, the movie Pocahontas, where when Mother Willow was talking to Pocahontas about the wind, and you had like the leaves blowing around her. Like if you had something like that, like where the leaves were blowing around Chisay and Elias as he was talking about that, as he was talking about the wind, like that would have been so cool. Like there was just some missed opportunities here. But that's maybe I'm just being picky because I have like I have like very high expectations of this anime. Because like everyone is saying that this is their anime of the season. I'm sorry, but my anime of the season like is between March Comes Like a Lion and actually I think it's flat out is March Comes In Like a Lion. Like it was uh um uh Huseki no Kuni or Land of the Lustrous, but I think like that's for like if it's a non-sequel, it's definitely Huseki no Kuni. But for flat out anime of the season, definitely March Comes In Like a Lion. But anyway, I'm very curious what your guys' thoughts are on this episode. Like, especially from the anime onlys, I really want to know what your thoughts are, considering like all the stuff that I mentioned that was skipped. And I really want to know from the manga nerdigans, like, what did you guys think about the all the lore that was skipped in particular? Like, are you guys getting? Are you guys starting to like like? There's just a pattern I'm noticing here. Like, it's just like, dude, like, is it just every even chapter there's just going to be lore skipped? It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, follow my Twitch channel, friend me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below. Until next time, Nerdigans, we'll be seeing you later. Bye!